Alright, I am back with part 2 of the King Arthur series, and last time I finished off with asking you all what you'd like to see, and the majority of you decided, since we're playing as King Arthur, we should try to keep this playthrough within the British Isles. So that being said, I will not be going on an adventure across Europe or anything. Maybe we'll do that in a different playthrough or something, because the map, in all fairness, is fairly large. I mean, I was not expecting to go all the way to Jerusalem in this map. But yeah, it's a pretty big map. But for this playthrough, we're going to focus on the British Isles. And I also said I was going to do some tournaments to get to Clan Tier 1. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll skip through them, but the reason I'm recording is because you never know what you might find on the road. On my way to these different tournaments, we might run into some interesting action. But either way, I'm going to get those over and done with quickly. And then we can move on to our next step of becoming a mercenary for someone. I just had to pay 1,000 gold for the ferry from Wales into Ireland. 1,000 gold. What? I repeat, what? 1,000 gold to just get 22 men across? I don't think it was that much to get into France. Well, while we were on our adventure, we have encountered some mountain bandits down on the beach. That's right, they were just chilling here. Maybe they came down from the mountain just to dip their toes in the water. They thought they'd have a relaxing beach day, and little did they know they were going to encounter King Arthur. The numbers are even, the power is even, but we have the might of the Welsh, so we shall take them down once and for all. Alright, longbowmen, you know what needs to be done. Infantry, you shall form a shield wall. I'm not too sure what we're dealing with mountain bandits. They do have some cavalry, which is a bit of a pain. I do have my crossbow. I'm not entirely sure how I managed to hit that guy, to be honest with you. We're landing hits, but I'm not even, like, aiming for the person I'm hitting. Alright, infantry. No, archers, pull back, lads. Pull back. The enemy are throwing things at us, and to be honest with you, it's quite rude. Some of them have rocks, some of them have javelins. It's quite the difference. Alright, soldiers, attack! Hold the line, men! Hold the line! We're being pebbled! Damn bandits and their pebbles. Does someone go along the battlefield, like, after the battle is done, and just start picking up all these rocks that they've thrown at us? Is that someone's job? The pebble collector. Oh, ow! That kinda hurt a little bit, I won't lie. If you've noticed, we're wearing some fancy gear from the tournaments we've been winning. We're slowly getting there. I have a new hat. I got a fur cloak. And I've got a crossbow bolt with this man's name on it. I'm gonna shoot... Oh, I meant to shoot his horse, to be honest with you, but we actually hit him. I don't know what the infantry is holding the shield wall for. Hey lads, he's over there. There we go, they listen. Alright, one more bolt to that horse's head and... Oh, alright. Not needed. So we did suffer 7 casualties. I mean, the mountain bandits, I gotta give them credit, lads. Like, the brigands and stuff are stronger than the local looters we get over in Wales. The Irish bandit is not to be messed with. Although the only good thing to come out of this battle is we got a good amount of renown. But the ferry back into Wales should be a little cheaper with less men. We once again find ourselves in Ireland. I did leave at one point. The ferry cost about 750 gold. We went to York to do a tournament, and then another tournament popped up in Ireland, so I made my way back. Ireland is an expensive place, but that being said, I have found a base belonging to the Mountain Bandits. I am going to bring my elite men with me, and we are going to eliminate the bandits once and for all. I'm going to bring just an army of archers with me. That way, when we see a single bandit, even as so much as a twitch inside this camp, we are going to unleash every arrow possible and kill them all. Alright, archers. Fire at will, lads. Fire at will. As I said, so much as a twitch, we're going to shoot at it. We're slowly getting better with the crossbow. We're still not amazing. But yeah, it's a work in progress, lads. It is a work in progress. We're level 31 with the crossbow. And I just missed again. Whoa! This guy has an arm on him. That's for sure. He just impaled one of my poor lads. Now we got this guy charging us. I don't even know who he is. Alright, men. You may as well charge. There's no point sitting all the way back there. As for these bandits, well, as I mentioned before, mountain bandits are of the tougher variety than the ones we get back in Wales. Oh no, the lads have got themselves in a bit of a mess down there. Yeah, I don't imagine it's going to go too well, lads. You kind of got yourself in some trouble there. Don't you throw a rock at me. Do you know who I am? I, Arthur Pendragon, future King of the Britons, will accept your request to duel one-on-one. No other man should fall this battle. No one else should have to put their life on the line for our dispute, my friend. Let's end this once and for all. I have an axe, so I mean his shield shouldn't hold up for too much longer. And the mountain boss has been defeated. As I mentioned, lads, I stand by my word. You will not be harmed. But you may be sold for a profit. And we have done it. This was the last tournament win I required to get the last bit of renown that I needed. And what better place to do it than in Pembroke of all places. So now that we're clan tier 1, we need to expand the army. I only have 12 men remaining from all the fights with the bandits in Ireland. I haven't had a chance to replenish the lost men. But if we take a look at kingdoms, we're not going to join the English because our main goal is going to be overtake them. So if I serve them as a mercenary, I'm only going to help them become stronger. Therefore, the only faction that it makes sense to serve as a mercenary would most likely be the Scottish. We Welsh and Scottish, you know, we share a lot of similarities. We despise the English. But the Scots is probably the closest we're going to get to the Welsh. You do have the Irish as well. But if we take a look though, Scotland is only at war with some rebels in the north. I mean, having some rebels, it means we're not going to be in a contract for very long. That's if they even hire us on a contract, to be honest with you. And if we take a look at the Irish, I'm not too sure. Oh, the Irish aren't at war with anyone. So right now, we're not in a position to become a mercenary for anyone. But if we were, it would either be the Scots or the Irish. But for now, we're just going to rebuild the army, get back to full strength. And we'll have to go from there. We'll have to wait until a war breaks out and basically react on that. Alright, we are now at full strength. We have 53 men in the army. If we take a look, though, they are a lot of recruits. 37 of the most basic Welsh troop you can get. We did recruit 4 of the premium ones. I mean, 4 is better than none. Those 4 alone cost me 800 gold. But yeah, overall, it's not looking too bad. We just gotta rank these guys up, turn them into battle-hardened soldiers, and we should be good to go. As I mentioned, in the meantime, there's not a lot for us to do. None of the kingdoms I want to join are at war yet. So we're going to have to wait a little while and then make our move. But in the meantime, I'm sure there's something we can do. Whether I just continue to do tournaments in the background, building our wealth and renown. Because, I mean, we're going to have to work towards Clan Tier 2 eventually. But we'll probably just do some random quests and stuff until war begins and we are called upon. Alright, we have been tasked with escorting a caravan. This should be a good opportunity. What? Quest complete and we just got paid. What? We have delivered the caravan. All profitable trade routes of the caravan are blocked by recent wars, so the guy decided to recall it. Well, that might have been the easiest quest of my life. I was going to use it as an opportunity to level up the men because of the bandits that will try taking out the caravan. It should have been easy farming, which would have leveled them up, but instead, the caravan mission has been aborted. Alright, well, not an awful lot is really going on right now, so I found some looters to take my anger out on, to take my frustration. No one's at war, so there's really nothing for us to do right now. I've still just been doing tournaments, slowly building my renown. At this rate, I'm going to tournament my way all the way to Tier 2. Look at all those fresh recruits in the army. We have a couple of experienced men amongst them, basically those who can afford a shield. If they don't have a shield, they're a fresh recruit. But don't you worry, lads. I will soon turn you into the finest soldiers the world has ever seen. For you are the army of Arthur Pendragon. We do have our trusty archers. We have lost a few in the battles. We only have 6 remaining, so we could do with more of them. I was thinking I might get Welsh archers and then maybe Scottish infantry. Get some Highlanders in the army. Alright, infantry, you may as well charge, lads. The enemy got too close before the archers could even see them, so we may as well attack. Did we lose any recruits, or was this an absolute slaughter? It was an absolute slaughter. Nice, lads. That's what I like to see. So I have just had a conversation with the King of the Scots. And, well, he doesn't want to hire us as a mercenary because he's only fighting rebels, and factions don't hire mercenaries to deal with rebels. I proposed an alliance through marriage, and he said he's looking for a suitable marriage for Matilda. Matilda is a noble woman who is in the King of the Scotland's clan. So, I mean, she's quite high up in the Scottish ranks. But that being said, she's tight-fisted, devious, and sadistic. Is this the kind of woman we'd want to marry? Is she gonna, like, kill me in my sleep? Or is she gonna kill my enemies in their sleep? Is she gonna be loyal to us? She's calculating, so she knows what she's up to. Never trust the smile, lads. But either way, I think we might go ahead with it because, well, I don't really have a lot else. And, oh, never mind, lads. Never mind. Even if I offer up all of my wealth, everything King Arthur has to offer, it is not good enough to please the man. Alright, never mind, I see how it is, but it is good to know if we gain enough renown and become respectable enough, we could form an alliance with the Scots through marriage. It will be the Welsh and the Scots fighting side by side to defeat the English. This just sums up how the game is going so far. If we go to the arena and enter the leaderboard, you can see we are 9th with 11 victories. I have done 11 tournaments. I mean, we're still not number 1. We do need to be number 1, I think. Not good enough being 9th, but it's just the fact that that's all I've done today. It has just been nothing but tournaments. Literally nothing else is going on. No one is at war. The world is at peace. There is not a single thing I can do. I mean, I can start attacking England now. Or, I mean, it's not going to get me anywhere. I'll have to fight some villagers. And then once the lords arrive, we're just going to get absolutely slaughtered. So there's really not much I can do. There's not even any quests at any of the settlements or villages. There really is like nothing going on whatsoever. I've never seen such a dead game. Like, I've done many playthroughs of this and it has never been this quiet in my life. Alright, so I thought I'd give a quick rundown of the current situation. If we take a look at our clan, I am now up to 105 renown. The goal was to get to 50 and become a mercenary, and at this rate, I may as well grind to 150 and just become a vassal with someone. Unless we don't want to become a vassal, I'm not too sure. But if we take a look at the settlement, go to arena, go to leaderboard, we are now up to 14 tournament wins. And that is like 90% today. I think I was on 1 before I started today's video. And we've done 13 tournaments. Because absolutely nothing is happening in this mod. For those of you who've played this mod before, could you let me know what you think? Have you encountered this for yourselves? Is this normal? Am I just having a bad run at the moment? But either way, the Irish, not at war. The English, not at war. The Scottish, not at war. A lot seems to be going on within Europe. Like if we go to like the Papal States, you know, the Pope seems to be at war with everyone. Germany's a right old mess right now. But as for the British Isles, everyone is at peace. No one wants anything to do with anyone. So yeah, let me know what you think. And I guess the question for today's video is, what do we do? At this rate, I'm going to end up grinding to tier 2, which means we're probably going to bypass the mercenary stage completely. And then we're able to become a vassal. But I guess it's a question of, do we stay independent and try to like retake Wales and form our own kingdom? Do we join the Scottish as they're close enough to us and then help the Scottish reclaim the British Isles and maybe see if we can become king of the Scottish and possibly like rename the kingdom or something? Or do I, even though we can become a vassal, only offer to become a mercenary for people until we can conquer Wales for ourselves? I guess that's the option. Just don't become a mercenary until we can become the owner of Wales, or just become a vassal for someone like Scotland. But yeah, this episode might be a bit shorter than the others because nothing has happened. I don't know what to say, I'm really sorry. But hopefully we'll get a bit of action next time. But that is going to be it for this part. As always, a big thank you to the Gwaggles members for your continued support. And until next time, see ya.